everyone, I just finished my workout for today. Really, this workout was just one exercise. So let me show it to you really quickly, and then I will talk you through the format and we can go ahead and get started right away. All I was doing today was side lunge burpees. They look like this. So I'm gonna come down and place my hands on the floor or the ground in front of me. I'm going to jump my feet back so that I'm in a plank position. And I'm going to do a push-up. Now I'm going to jump my feet back in and stand. From here, I'm going to do a side lunge. So with your side lunge, remember that you want to keep your shoulders back and down. Back, meaning that you want to kind of feel like you're pinching your shoulder blades together, and down, meaning away from your ears. You want to keep your chest lifted high, your core is nice and strong and tight and engaged. Think about pushing your booty back, like you're trying to touch the wall behind you with your booty. As you sink down into your lunge, that's going to keep your back flat and your weight in the heel of your lunging leg. So with this leg, I'm going to lunge out to the side, keeping the weight over the heel. Now pressing the foot of this lunging leg into the ground, return to your starting position. That's one breath. We'll be alternating sides. So a little bit faster. Hands come down. Jump the feet back into a plank position. Push up. Jump the feet back in. And now we're going to lunge to the other side. That's it. Remember also on your push-up that it's very important to pay attention to your form. So make sure that you have your hips lifted high, okay? Ideally, you want your body in one straight line from your heels to your shoulders. So if your hips are lifted up a little bit, that's actually okay. You're not going to hurt yourself doing that. And I would rather have that. I'd rather have your hips lifted up a little bit than the opposite. What I really don't want is I don't want you to let your hips drop down. Okay, so keep that core nice and strong and tight and engaged. Keep the hips lifted high. You want one straight line from your heels all the way to your shoulders. Then you want to bend your elbows and you want to think of lowering your chest to the ground, not your head, not your hips or your belly, your chest. Okay, so bend your arms. Keep your head still. Don't let your head bob up and down. Keep your head still. Bending your arms, lower your chest to the ground, keeping your body in one straight line. And then keep your body in one straight line again as you push yourself up. So don't let your hips drop. Don't bob your head up and down. Okay? If you cannot lower your chest all the way to the ground, then just go as low as you can. But don't try to compensate for the fact that you're not getting all the way to the ground by kind of trying to trick yourself into thinking that you're getting all the way to the ground by lowering your hips or by bobbing your head down, okay? If you need to shorten up your range of motion, then just come here. That's totally fine. I would rather have that than this or this, okay? Remember that you can always do the push-up from your knees if you need to. So you can have a mat or a towel under your knees for support if you need to. When I'm in my plank, I have one straight line from my heels to my shoulders. If I'm doing knee push-ups, I want one straight line from my knees to my shoulders. And then the same principles apply. Keep the hips high. Do not let them drop. Keep your head still. Do not bob your head up and down. Lower your chest to the ground, keeping your body in one straight line. And if you can't get your chest all the way down, then just go down as low as you can. You can also step your feet into and out of plank position if jumping them back and forth is too difficult. So you can come down, put your hands on the ground, and then step your feet back. Put the knees down. Bend your elbows and come down as low as you can for your push-up. Then come up to your toes, step the feet back in, stand, and then if you're able to do a lunge, do your lunge. Remembering also that with your lunge, to work to your own level, okay? So your range of motion might allow you to step wide, it might allow you to lunge real deep and be able to touch the floor, and that's great. If you're a beginner, you might not have that range of motion, okay? So your lunge might be here. You might have to not step as wide. You might have to not lunge as deep, okay? So whether your lunge is here or whether your lunge is here, it's fine. Work to your own level. Just make sure that you are minding your form. That's the most important thing. If you are not performing the exercises with proper form, then at best, you're kind of wasting your time a little because you're not getting the maximum benefits that you could be getting out of the exercise. And at worst, you're putting yourself at risk of injury, and we don't want that. So please prioritize learning the proper form for each exercise and make sure that you are executing each exercise with the correct form. It's very important. As always, if you have any questions about the proper form, about this exercise, if you need any further help with beginner modifications, please just ask. I am always available to help with that. But that's it. That's really the only exercise we were doing today, plus jump rope. So I was doing 100 reps of that exercise, alternating sides. It was 50 total reps on each side, 100 reps all day, alternating sides. If that is too many reps for you, remember that you can always reduce the amount of reps. So maybe you want to do 50 reps, maybe you want to do 20 reps, okay? You have to make that decision. That's going to depend on your strength and your level of fitness, on how much time you have today and how hard you're wanting to push yourself today. So please make the decision that is best for you. If you are not capable of doing 100 reps right now, then please just do what you're capable of. Don't push your body into doing something that you are not ready to do yet. Put in the work at the level that you're at now, and then you will get stronger and you will be able to do more eventually, but just be where you are for today. You have to decide how many reps is appropriate for you, but I was doing 100. The only other thing I was doing was jump rope. So if you have a jump rope and you would like to jump rope with me, any style of jump rope you want to do is fine. I always just kind of jog in place like this while I'm jumping rope. But if you prefer to jump with your feet together, jump with your feet together. If you're really good at jump rope and you would like to do a more challenging jump rope variation that requires a little more skill or coordination, like high knees or twist jumps or side to side jumps or jump rope jacks, any style of jump rope you want to do is fine. If you don't have a jump rope, you can always just do this, kind of jog in place with me, or do that with your feet together, essentially just pretending to jump rope without the rope. They actually sell jump ropes without the rope. I've seen them before. I think it's crazy, but it's little handles with no rope in between. So it's essentially the same thing. I think you can do that without holding onto those little handles. There's got to be more to it than that, right? They've got to be weighted, or they've got to have like a counter on them or something to tell you how many reps you did. I have no idea. I just know that they exist. So if that's something you would like to own, then go for it. And then you can kind of just jump rope without the rope. But in my mind, you can do that without holding on to anything. So that's always an option. I was doing sets of 100, meaning 100 revolutions of the rope. 1 rep of jump rope is 1 revolution of the rope. So a set of 100 means 100 revolutions of the rope. And I was doing 10 sets of 100. So that's 1,000 reps total. If you're really good at jump rope and you can do 1,000 reps in one set, long set without stopping to take breaks, great, go for it if you want to. If you want to do 2 sets of 500, do 2 sets of 500. Break it up however you want to. I'm doing 10 sets of 100 because that's what works best for me. You can break it up further if you want. You can do sets of 20 or 50. And if 1,000 total reps is too many for you, do 500. Do 200. Again, you have to work to your own level. You have to do what's best for you. I'm doing 1,000 total reps and I'm breaking them down into sets of 100. So do however many reps you want. Break them up however you want. For me, 10 sets of 100, it takes me plus or minus about 10 minutes, okay? In the neighborhood of plus or minus about 10 minutes. So you can always just do 10 minutes of some other type of cardio. If you have an exercise bike or a treadmill, you can hop on one of those for 10 minutes. You can jog for 10 minutes, either around your neighborhood, or if you have a park close to you with like a dirt track, if you have access to the track at your local high school, that's another great option. You can just run 10 minutes. So you can run a mile or 2 miles, depending on how fast you run. Or less than that. If you're really slow, that's nothing wrong with that. I'm a very slow runner. So you can just run for 10 minutes. If you live in an apartment complex, you could do up and down the stairs. You could do that for 10 minutes. Or you could say that once up and down the stairs is equivalent to 100 reps of jump rope, and so you could just go up and down 10 times. I mean, really, it's just 10 minutes of cardio any way you want to get it done. So if you want to stay put, you can pretend to jump rope. You can do jumping jacks, high knees, toe taps. Any kind of cardio exercise you want to do is fine. It's just like plus or minus 10 minutes of cardio. I'm way over explaining this, so let's just go ahead and get into it. The format is 1,000 reps of jump rope or 10 minutes of cardio, however you want to get it done, and then 100 reps of side lunge burpees, fewer if you need to, more if you want to, and then one more cardio section. So I was finishing up with another jump rope section identical to the first jump rope section. So I did another 10 sets of 100. So again, it can be 1,000 reps with the rope, anyway, any style that you want to do, or it can be 10 minutes of any type of cardio, but that's it, that's the whole workout. So if you want to do this workout with me, go ahead and grab your jump rope if you have one. And if you're using one, take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up, and when you are ready, let's go. All right, watch is going, timer's going. Here we go, starting with jump rope, 10 sets of 100. That's my first set of 100. I'm marking a little slash so I can keep track and I don't lose count. That's 1 down, 9 to go. Each revolution of the rope as 1 rep. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Make a little slash. You don't have to make a little slash, but I will lose count after like 2 sets if I don't. Try and keep the time in between sets as short as you can. Oh, just So try not to whack the beams on your little awning with your jump rope, if possible. Sets of 100 doesn't work for you, do sets of 20, 50. If 1,000 reps is too many, cut the reps, do whatever you need to do. When you trip, don't worry about it. You do not have to start the whole set over. Just take a breath, get right back into it. Just pick up where you left off, okay? That was set number 7, just 3 more to go. Don't want to break these up. You don't have to. If you're good enough at jump rope that you can do all 1,000 reps without stopping, and you'd rather do it that way, feel free. Just make whatever changes and modifications you need to make it work for you. 80, 90, 100. All right, that is set number 10. So we have completed 1,000 total revolutions of the jump rope. That took me just under 9 minutes. So again, if you don't have a jump rope, 10 minutes of cardio, any way you want to get it done will work, okay? Exercise bike, treadmill, jogging, half mile, mile, depends on how fast you run. Or I guess a mile or two, depending on how fast you run, unless you're really, really slow. I don't judge. If it takes you 10 minutes to run a half mile, I don't care. I think it's great if you do it. So anyway, moving on. Next exercise is our side lunge burpees. Alternating sides. I'm gonna do 100 reps total, so 50 on each side. If that's too many for you, cut them in half. Alternating sides, and do a total of 50, so you end up doing 25 on each side. Okay, whatever works for you. When you're ready, let's go. So it's just a push up and a side lunge. Alternating sides. So now push up and lunge in the other direction. That's 2. That's 20. That's 40. If you don't need to rest, keep going. We're just gonna finish these up, whether you're doing 50 of these or 100. And then the only other thing I'm gonna do is another jump rope section, another 10 sets of 100. So you know what we're doing. If you're stronger than I am, keep going. I'm taking a nice long rest break because I'm at 40 right now. I would like to be able to continue on doing these in sets of 20. So pacing myself to do 3 more sets of 20. If you need a longer rest break, you can pause the video. When you're ready to come back, I'm gonna start my next set of 20 right now, and hopefully I can get through them unbroken. I'd like to keep doing sets of 20 as long as I can. If you're only doing 50, you only have to do 10 more, so let's get started. That's 50. So that's 60 for me. If 100 is too many, remember, cut the reps if needed. You can call it quits anytime you've had enough, okay? Don't push your body into doing something you're not ready to do. So if you're not strong enough yet to do 100 of these, you'll get there with consistent effort, but just be where you are for today. If 50 is enough for you today, then just be proud of yourself that you got 50 done. Know that you're putting in the work at the level you're at now, and then eventually you'll get stronger and you'll be able to do 100, okay? But just please work to your own level and go at your own pace. So again, if you need a longer rest, pause the video. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my next set of 20. Hopefully I can get them done unbroken. That'll get me to 80. So I have just 2 sets of 20 left to go. When you're ready, here we go. 70. Rest if you need to. That's 75, or 3/4 of the way done with these. So let's keep pushing. That's 80. I have just one more set of 20 left to go. So I'm gonna rest for just a few seconds so that I can hopefully get through this last 20 unbroken. So when you feel that you are ready to continue without sacrificing anything off of your form, very important. Let's go ahead and get these final 20 reps done. Remember to only continue when you feel that you can do so with proper form. Only 15 more to go. We're getting there. That's 90, just 10 more. Let's keep pushing. We made it. Home stretch. Just 5 more reps to go. $96. $97. $98. Just 2 more. Last one. It's 100. All right, those are done. Unless you feel like doing more, I'm good. So now I'm just gonna finish up with one more jump rope section. Exactly the same as part 1. 10 sets of 100, or 1,000 reps, any way you want to do them, or 500 reps, or just 5 to 10 minutes of cardio, any way you want to get it done. I will be doing 10 sets of 100 with my jump rope. Just gonna breathe for another 20 seconds or so. So that I'm hopefully not tripping all over my rope. Remember, it's okay if you trip on the rope, but it's not the goal. I would like to minimize that, so I feel like if I just give myself a few seconds to slow down my breathing and slow down my heart rate and really focus, that I can get through these more efficiently and with less tripping. So I think I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Again, if you need a longer rest, pause the video. When you're ready, come back. I'm gonna get started on my first set of 100 right now. At this point in the workout, I'm more fatigued. So it's more likely that I will be tripping on my rope. Just try to not let it frustrate you too much if it's happening to you too. Just take a break, get back into it. I'll probably take a little bit longer rest breaks this round just because I'm tired, but I'll still try to keep them as short as I can. So when you're ready, let's start on set number 2 of 10. Here we go. Just taking a few extra breaths. I do want to keep the rest breaks to a minimum, as short as I can, but personally, I would rather take a longer rest break and be able to get through the set of 100 without tripping, rather than take a really short rest break but then be tripping every 5 reps. So that's why I'm just resting a little longer in between sets than I did in part 1. You make the decision that's best for you. When you feel like you're ready to continue, let's start on our next set. Here we go. One more deep breath. The challenge is just finding that balance because I want my rest break to be long enough that I have the stamina to get through a set of 100 without tripping. But I also want to keep it short enough. First of all, this is for time, so I want to keep it moving, and I also don't want my heart rate to come down too much. I want this to feel like one block of something rather than, 10 little individual things. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. All right, when you're ready, that's set number 5. I'm halfway there. Even though I'm going much slower this round, I'm taking much longer breaks, and I'm tripping over my jump rope a lot more. It's fine because I'm out here, I'm doing the work, I'm getting the reps done. So if you're tripping because you're fatigued, try to embrace it. I know it's frustrating, but it means you're fatigued because you've done really good work so far. You should be fatigued at this point in the workout, okay? Otherwise, you're not challenging yourself enough. So try to embrace it. I know this is an extra long rest break. It's because I want to try to pick up the pace a little bit in the second half. So I'm giving myself a nice long rest. Again, go at your own pace. You know what we're doing. Don't wait for me. I don't want to slow anybody down. I also don't want to be anybody pushing themselves too hard to keep up with me. So if you need a longer rest, take a longer rest. I am going to start on the second half, and I'm going to try to really keep the chit chat to a minimum, keep my rest breaks to a minimum, and hopefully get through these next 5 sets as clean as I can. But like I said, I'm gonna get them done. I'm gonna do the reps, so that's all that matters. When you are ready, let's tackle these last 5 sets. That was set number 9. One more to go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yes, I'm marking a slash, even though I don't need to keep track anymore. I'm also writing down my score. 38:08. We're almost done. No workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee. So we had just 1 rep left to go. However, when I do a jump rope workout, in addition to my bonus burpee, I also like to do 1 bonus set of 100 reps with the jump rope. So if you would like to join me for this quick little bonus, we're just going to do 1 more set of 100, any style you want, counting 100 revolutions of the rope. When you're ready, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and that is 100. Hanging up the jump rope. We are done jumping rope for the day. So now we have just 1 rep left to go. Let's do our bonus burpee together, and then the workout will be officially complete. Final rep of the day. Here we go. If you did this workout with me today, thank you so much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. And you guys, great job. This is the end of another really busy week, another week of really long, tough workouts. So thank you to everyone who's been working out with me lately. And even if you're not working out with me, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking them and commenting and sharing them. Please always feel free to share. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, thank you. If you've been subscribed for years and years, I appreciate you all very, very much. As always, if anything about the exercises we were doing today was unclear, if anything about the format was unclear, if you need help with modifications or substitutions, please just ask. It is very important to me that the workouts are accessible to anyone and everyone who wants to do them with me. So I am always here to answer questions and help facilitate that in any way I can. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help. That's going to do it for today. But before I go, I forgot to say a special thank you to those of you who have been commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I go, I'll give you today's secret code phrase of the day. This one's kind of long and crazy, so get ready. The secret code phrase of the day today is O kwa tanzan wan, kwa onza lajiwan. I'll say it again. O kwa tanzan wan, kwa onza lajiwan. How do you spell that? I don't think it matters because it's gibberish, so get creative. Yeah, I know, it's a weird one, but I just want to see who's watching and I want to see how you spell it, I guess. I don't know. You guys, I gotta find ways to amuse myself out here, you know? So, yeah, O kwa tanzan wan, kwa onza lajiwan. If you're still watching, let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says, O kwa tanzan wan, kwa onza lajiwan. That's it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye!